Good morning, everyone. It is 6:26 Tuesday morning. I actually fell asleep, so didn't forget, but I fell asleep and didn't get the video posted last night, which I'm actually glad I did. I'll explain in a minute. First off, as of 5 a.m., sustained winds 145 miles an hour, movement north at 9 miles an hour for Hurricane Matthew. Now, let me get my mouse over here. Here we go. Alright, yeah, I'm using OBS. So, okay, here we go. Last night at 11 o'clock, the cone actually moved about 40 miles west. Okay, and that was inconsistent. That was consistent with the model tracks. Okay, now here was the model tracks at the OZ midnight run. Okay, and I seen this last night. I didn't go to sleep till about I'd say probably fell asleep about 12:30, waiting on the runs to continue. Okay, there's a reason I'm showing you this. Okay, now this was midnight. All right, you see how they actually had some go out and everything else. But now you look. Whoops, there he is right there. Now you look at. Okay, let's compare. Last at midnight, and then the 6Z run, 5 a.m. actually, and they're more tighter again, but the tracks have pushed a little bit more east. That's good news for Florida. Now, this one model track right here, I wouldn't even roll out. And the reason I say that is the way this season has been. Because way over here earlier in the year, we had that unnamed storm stall that dumped almost 20 inches on Louisiana. Then you had Hermine sit up here, just spinning for days. And then most recently we had Julia just sitting here spinning, going every which way, but not in a hurry. So I wouldn't rule this out. Okay. Now we'll go. This is the latest, and make sure it's the latest. It should be. Let's refresh here. Okay, well that's refreshing. Okay, there we go. Yep, the eye is just about to hit western Haiti right now. And looking at it, I'm looking at it with you as we speak. It seems like it hasn't gone north really. It's gone northeast since it was here the other night when I was talking about it. And this is the track it's been going like this. If you notice that trend. Okay, now I'm going to take you through some model runs. Okay, first off, we're going to look at the Euro from last night. Now the Euro only runs, the OZ runs at midnight, and the 12Z runs at noon. Okay, that's what you got here. It only runs twice a day. Alright. Now let's back up here. Alright. Now, here we are, getting closer. 72 hours out. And as you see there, it just skirts it. Okay. But the Euro has a hit in North Carolina before skirting all the way out. Okay. Then, let's see, is there anything out there? No. Okay. Now, we'll look at the GFS. Now, I want to show this last night, the OZ first. Okay. Alright, there he is, going through the Bahamas. Alright, 60 hours out, 66 hours out, 72, 78, skirting, just like the Euro. Okay, but right here, it has a direct hit around Charleston, South Carolina. Okay, and that's 108 hours out. I did not talk to you, Google. And then rides into North Carolina before emerging back out to sea, but then this time where Hermine was, just off Delaware, Maryland, New York, Rhode Island coast, then a second landfall hit in Maine at 144 hours out. Okay, because this is where it's going to combine with the cold front. Okay, now I'm going to show you, this is the Canadian. I'm showing you different models, but the GFS, the Euro are the main ones that really people know about and stuff. Okay, now let's go back up here. Alright, this, oh yeah, I wanted to, before I go there, there's a reason for I wanted to show you the 6Z first, or the OZ first. Okay, alright, now watch what happens between last night's run and this morning's run. You see that? It's nudged it west, or east, I mean, about that 40 miles. It gave that 40 miles back. And then the 6Z has north of Charleston, riding the North Carolina coastline, and then going out to sea and going out this way, compared to the midnight run having a second landfall in Canada. Alright, now let me go back here. Okay, now we'll go to the Canadian. Alright, now Canadian, this is, yeah, this is the OZ. The Canadian, just like the Euro, runs twice a day. It has it a little more off coast of Florida, but then has a landfall in between North and South Carolina, and then skirting up the coast, a second landfall around Rhode Island, then a third landfall around Maine. Okay, that was the Canadian OZ. Alright, now I'm going to show you the Navy, which, okay, the 6Z is not yet available. Okay, so we'll go to the OZ. What I'm meaning by that is it's still running. Okay, so you're getting when I'm showing you the 6Z right now, you're getting fresh off the press. And also I want to give credit to Tropical Tidbits right here and stuff. They are the ones that are really good at getting stuff out, and for a weather geek like me. Okay, now we're gonna, let's see here where we are. Okay, here we go. Alright, now the Navy is the one that has the Florida hit. Okay, hits just around Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and just north of there, and then gets close to Tampa, then starts to do a curve, and then does a direct west movement, and it just slowly goes all the way out. That goes out to 180. Okay. Now the Japanese model. All right. The Japanese model only runs every day at noon. So you're looking at the 12Z from yesterday. At noon today we'll get another one, and it goes only 192 hours out. Alright. It doesn't have as strong as the Storm, because you can see the isobars are not as tight, and it's a 986 millibar, but then you have that curve right out with no impact, except it has a possible impact in around New York, Delaware, Rhode Island right there, and it actually strengthens it from, what was it before, 986 to 968 it looks like, and then goes on out. Okay, a couple of more models here. Okay, now this and the NAM are really good at short terms. Okay, this is H-Wharf. Okay, the 6Z, as you see these colors here, it's still running. So we go to the OZ. Alright. Now, what it's showing you here is actually, whoops, hold on. Here we go. Alright. This is from last night, the midnight run. Alright. Has what we just looked at a while ago. I mean, it's almost to hit Haiti now, and this is from last night. Goes north, then starts turning west. Goes over the Bahamas. You notice though, it stays off the coast of Florida altogether, but has a direct hit with South Carolina just north of Charleston. Okay, and goes up into North Carolina, and it really hitting the land destroyed it. And then the second one, if it still is in to get put together, around Rhode Island, New York, 126 hours out. Now let me show you the NAM. This is okay, fresh. Okay, 6Z. Okay. The NAM is another great short-term run. It only runs 84 hours out. So, and I'm looking at this new with you as I do it. So, the NAM is really consistent with. That's as far as it goes. Is really consistent with the H-Wharf from last night, having it stay far off the Florida coast. And it's going to be interesting the next model run at noon. Now I want to compare this. Oh yeah, it's just like the GFS. You look at last night's run. Okay, it was a lot closer to Florida. Then you look at the 6Z, a lot farther east. Okay, now let's see here. Yep. Okay, that is it was a timely video, but it was more detailed. Now I want you to keep in mind one thing. Okay, wherever this hits, from Florida mainly is who I'm going to talk about here. Okay, yeah, Haiti, Cuba, the Bahamas, y'all, I pray for you all. I pray for your safety and everything. There probably will be some loss of life with this. There's already a few that have died in this already. But keep in mind that in a cyclone, the main part of the storm, rain-wise, is always on the eastern side of the storm. Okay? See all this? Let's say 80% of the rain is on the east side of the storm. So say even if it did graze Florida and then curve up, most of the rain is going to be out here. Okay? That's where most of the rain is going to be. Actually, before we go, and let me look here. Another person I really recommend going to is a friend of mine, Mike Borland. His site called SpaghettiModels.com. Actually, I'm going to grab something here. Just look at rain total. I mean, look at this. It's a beautiful site. Has anything and everything you want with it. Different model runs. Everything. OBS is lagging a little bit here. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to get to... Yeah, you got everything you want right here. Here's like, this here is what the projected models, how strong and how long it lasts, if it will get back to a category 5, which you're looking at here. No. None of them agree that's going to make category 5. They all agree stay in category 4. And then slowly trending down. Okay, this is what I want. Alright, what I was just telling you about. The rain's always 80% of the time on the east side of a storm. This goes right along with what I was saying. Okay? You see, like, okay, the center would be... Say, this is updated. I'm looking here. 950Z. So this one needs to be updated. It's going to be updated on his site. Things automatically update. He doesn't have to do anything, which is great. But when the next one comes out, I'm sure this track will be a little bit farther east. But like, say the storm, if say the center of it was right on the coast, you see all the heavy rain and stuff will be here. Now that doesn't mean Florida's out of the limelight or path. Okay. Let me get from one of them. Okay. Still, even if it's grazing, you're going to have tropical storm force winds inland, like in Orlando and stuff, depending, unless it goes farther east. All right. I hope that makes sense. And because, I mean, tropical storm force winds are nothing to play with, especially if the storm still moves real slow. Like I said, it was moving 7 miles an hour and everything. But that is your pretty lengthy discussion here on Hurricane Matthew. I will post more tonight when we get new models out and stuff that come in, see what happens throughout the day. Hope you have a great day here at Weather 325. Skywarn Hurricane Tracker Randy Alex reporting.